Life's been very interesting. It seems there is a war on silence, a war on self thought, a war on peace. Not only peace as far as friendliness amongst countries, but peace as far as your own state of mind. It's as if humanity has entrapped itself in so much mess that if you are someone that has peace of mind, it will be attacked. You must be enslaved by the melee of sound, of debauchery, of chaos, to the point in which there are no outlets to find others if you're new. Now, I don't want to sound as if it's a dismal or melancholy message to say, hey, it's already too late, you can't start a channel, or you won't find any followers, or you won't find a tribe, or you won't find like-minded individuals. But it is very much harder to do, to find others that think the same way that is usually, or not usually, but thinking the same way as seeing that you're going against, or thinking your thought is against the grain of normal society. But at the same time, there is a dying need that there is a tribe out there that also wants that. Now, for me, peace is quiet time for myself. That's not meaning that you can't have peace with your family. But we have been hogtied into a world where your own family has so many different types of personalities. They've been entrapped to so many different devices that you can't even find common ground with your family. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Every human's going to have their own soul fingerprint. But it's how much you lose yourself within that fingerprint. I've had numerous YouTube channels. I've never got 1,000 subscribers. The closest I've gotten was a few hundred, and I deleted that one because things are just getting too weird. Now, when I say weird, I'm just not talking about regular weird. I'm talking about proof that we are now in a society that's one step away from North Korea or China. At least what we hear of what these regimes are. We pride ourselves on being American, freedom of speech, freedom to gather, freedom this, freedom that. But it seems like that's just on the veil. The veil says that we have these freedoms. Well, I guess everybody has the freedom to do these things. But be prepared for the consequences. Yeah, in America, there might not be overt consequences like China or North Korea or some other established government. But you can face consequences. You can face societal exile. You can face defamation of character. You can face deletion from your job. And the way things look in our society, it doesn't take much for just a rogue agent or anyone to do harm to you. You can be harmed at any time in this world. It's just that will the person that will do the harm be prepared for the consequence of living in a place in which if you do harm to someone else, you have to pay the price, which is jailment or worse. Jailing or worse. So that's what we're looking at. But more and more, trying to find peace or having peace of mind is becoming so difficult, because when you're looking for this peace or peace of mind, it usually means that you want to get away from the normal rat race of society, the materialistic desires, the entrapment, the ball and chain, the intertwining of yourself to the things that are clearly ephemeral in this world. Even to the belief structure that's here. You have to believe that space is what they say it is. You have to believe that we have done certain things as a human collective on this planet, as it says. And if you think differently, you'll be ridiculed. Not that you have to openly say your opinion. But it does tend to be difficult to get a platform. Not that you need a platform. And that's the thing that we have a misconception over. Even me making this video, do I need a platform? Do I need anything? No, but sometimes there's some sort of desire of what many humans want out of life, but they're unable to get. Maybe they want a peace of mind, a place where they can just go out and sit and not have so much noise around them. But then, do human beings need connection? I'm sure hanging out by yourself day in and day out, even just living off the land or just being agriculturally sound, sustained, may get boring. You may want social connection. You may want a person to talk to, and hopefully you have somewhat of a like mind or you get along. But can a human live isolated and be happy, be fulfilled in this life. Not to even mention medical bills, health care. If you get hurt, where are you going to go to get aid? If you rupture something, or you're doing farming and you know, slip on something and you puncture something, who's going to help you? And then let's not even talk about anesthesia and just the simple things of our society. Now, don't get me wrong. We can totally live places that are isolated and get help when we need help. That's no problem. It's just a basic desire to just even have, that peace that you want. That's all. But if you want that, it's going to come at a cost, it seems. But you know what? If you even get to that place, who says that those that hate you for that won't come after you? I know of a group in Portugal that started their own community. It's not like they want to break away from civilization, but they just want their own type of rules or laws. And it's not too big. They just want to be left alone, grow their own food, not to be held into the system requirements. And man, it's come to the point in which they're doing okay, but they had to reach an agreement that says that they don't want to break away. They do still want to be part of the basic collective community, but they also want to be living freely in a different way. Some of us have seen a little bit more than what others have seen. And I'm not going to say that it's not scary when you see what our system can be, because we see what other systems are and can be. All you have to do is turn on the news and you see what could happen to innocent people. If you just go down the wrong path, you're around the wrong type of people. And if you say the wrong thing, somebody just may not like it. Somebody may just not like the way you look and decide to do harm to you. I guess that's why sometimes it's just better to stay inside. Sometimes it's better just to keep your mouth shut. But we are born into a system that tries to bring you out of your shell. They try to get you to participate. They want you to choose a side. They want you to vote for this or that. They want you to show who you are. And some of us, we don't know who we are. We don't know what we are. But that's not good enough. I guess really, if you're given a chance to break away from our societal norms, would you? We're starting to see more and more people adopt this sort of lifestyle. Whether it's van life, RV life, living off grid, community gardens, whatever it is, it's growing in acceptance. And it's just a choice whether you want to do that. Thanks for listening.